In other news now, my next guest is an all-around athlete like no other, with experience in over a dozen different sports. And in fact, she already holds a silver medal from an international competition. But this year, at the coming Paralympic Games in Tokyo, Japan, she'll be fighting for the gold on behalf of Israel in singles kayaking. I'm incredibly excited and proud to present Paralympic athlete, journalist, filmmaker, and inspirational speaker, Pascale Bercovitch. Pascale, thank you so much for being with us. It's a pleasure to have you. How are you feeling ahead of the flight? Are you more nervous or anxious than you are excited?
No, I'm not anxious. I'm very excited. I'm very happy. I think it's an amazing privilege to be able to represent Israel at the Paralympics. I am the last athlete to fly and to Japan for this adventure, and I'm really thrilled. I'm happy. I'm expecting I'm expecting this moment for 5 years now.
Hmm.
Training 2 times a day. So finally it's happening. Just the final, packing and everything, and I'm ready.
All right, now you just mentioned, training twice a day, and more on that in a minute. But how do you mentally prepare to compete at such a high level like this?
Yeah, it's a very, very good question you're asking, because actually the Olympic Games or the Paralympics are not another competition. It's not like the Worlds or the European Championship that are also very important races and competitions. But Olympic Games has something special. Everybody's looking at you. The whole country is just expecting a medal, expecting something from you. The media are there, everybody's there, and it's very special. It's very at the beginning it's very frightening, but this is my fourth Olympic Games, so I'm very used to it, and I know how to handle the pressure. I do it by being very, very precise in my preparation. I know exactly what I put in my bag. I know exactly how I'm going to what is my schedule there in Tokyo. I already know exactly what I'm going to do. During my competition, my competition plan is already ready. And so I'm trying to be as precise as possible to in order to lower the pressure.
Well, and I understand that you've been studying Japanese for the last year or so. How's that been going?
That's actually I began. I know how to count. I know some stuff. I can be. I know how to be polite in Japanese, which is important. But I'm not going to have any philosophical conversation with my Japanese mates. But yes, I'm going to focus, I guess, on my on my sportive
On the
events
sport,
and.
sure.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk more about the physicality now that we mentioned a moment ago. You've placed well in the past in many different sports. In sports like rowing, you took silver in the 2008 World Rowing Cup in Germany. But how do you view your chances in Tokyo? How does the level of competition compare?
Actually, the level is going up and up all the time. It's crazy. It's always harder. The level internationally is getting higher all the time, because everybody is training very hard, and the trainings are getting more precise and everywhere. It's tougher and tougher. But actually, I can say my last trainings were very good, and I feel really well prepared. I feel on the right spot. I feel that I'm really expecting for myself to be on the final A, and then on the final everybody's very close. It's very hard to know how it's going to end. The Tokyo regatta is very challenging because it's part of the sea. It's in the Tokyo Bay, and a lot of waves, a lot of side wind, which is very, very tough for us. So I don't know. I don't want to speak too much.
Sure.
I want to perform.
All right, well, so not to be disrespectful, but you're among the oldest Paralympians competing this year. Do you think that the younger competitors, some of whom are in their young 20s, have any sort of advantage because of this age difference? Or do you think maybe that kayaking is, creates a level playing field?
Actually, I am the oldest kayaker in the world on the Olympic and Paralympic level. I'm 54 now. I had my birthday 2 days ago.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I don't feel I feel as an athlete, I'm stronger, I'm faster, and of course, I am mentally stronger than I was when I was 20 or 30 years old. I think I'm a really best athlete, also physically, and yes, I have very tough competitors, and they are less than half my age. But we don't feel it on the water. If you would ask them, I am a tough competitor, and I don't feel I'm the old grandma paddling behind. It's not the case. So and actually, I have to say we are a very, maybe because of my age or thanks to my age, we have very good relationships. And in the water, on the water, we are really fighting against each other. But on the ground, we are really good friends, and they are coming to me for advices, and we are talking about life and how it is to have children and everything. And it's strange for them, they are very young.
Wow.
And they're always asking about my children. This is the first question when we meet. And actually, it's a very cool situation. I love it. I really love it.
All right. Now, so speaking of giving advice and mentorship, almost, you are objectively an inspirational hero. And I understand that you've directed 3 documentaries. One of which released in 2008 is called 300ths of a Second, which is about your time on the Paralympic swimming team in 2000 in Sydney, Australia. How do your experiences leading up to the Sydney Games compare to your experiences today?
It's a very fulfilling feeling, because I really feel in control today, because I know what is an Olympic Games. I know how it begins, how it ends. I know exactly how it goes there. I know about the pressure. I expect it. I know exactly when it's going to be tough and easier. And my first goal, of course, is to enjoy those Paralympic Games, which is not easy, because I remember my first Paralympics. I told to myself, I wouldn't wish my enemy to be here at the Olympic Games. It's so tough. It's so it's so challenging. I really suffered, I have to say. But after I am now, it's my 4th one, and I know I'm going to enjoy them.
Now, as a journalist, you've also written extensively about disability-related issues. You've also been in, as you mentioned earlier, 4 Paralympic Games and other similar competitions. Where is there the biggest room for improvement at the Paralympics?
Wow. The biggest room for improvement, I think, it's not necessarily during the Paralympic Games, during the events, but more at home in each country, because it's really not equal the way societies are looking at people with a disability. We are physically challenged, and for some societies, it's very hard to know how to help and what to do. So I think I would like to see an international movement stronger to help all the countries to deal equally with that. And actually, I know the Paralympics are really a good way to talk about physically challenged people, and how it could be really a benediction to be together and help each other, and understand that we have a big role to play in our societies at home. Me in Israel, and everybody in her or his own country. I think we are role models as high-end athletes, and we can change this world for a better one. And this is what a lot of the athletes, this is what we are seeking for, being together and moving forward and helping not only Paralympic athletes, but all people that have are physically or intellectually challenged, and because we are all together, we are all the same at the end of the day, and we have more in common than our differences. So when we meet at the Paralympics, we feel it very strongly. You have people from Afghanistan, from the States, from many countries, from Africa, Asia. We are, and it's obvious that we have to help each other to build a world that is more equal and more accepting.
All right. Pascale Bercovitch, thank you so much for taking the time and speaking with us today. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you very much. Now I'm going to take my plane for Tokyo.
Have good luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm there. Thank you very much.